We are learning more about a 3-year-old boy found dead last week in North Spokane. Tonight, the man accused in the child's murder. Plus, a new report shedding some light on the death of a Spirit Lake woman last November. Tonight, what the Kootenai County coroner revealed about the night she was killed.
The chance of rain and even a little snow sticks around all week long, but we're also going to see a little bit of sunshine.
Good evening and thank you for joining us on KREM 2 News at 5. I'm Whitney Ward. Mark is off tonight. We do begin now with new information after a shooting that left one man dead overnight. A search warrant now shows what may have led up to that incident in Airway Heights. KREM 2's Shannon Mowdy is live at the scene with what we've learned so far. Shannon.
Well, things are much quieter at this mobile home park in Airway Heights, but neighbors have told us that last night there was a heated situation. We now know that ended with one man shot and killed. The Spokane County Sheriff's Office and Airway Heights Police Department say the suspect, Divine Bullard, fired several shots after he was bear maced during an argument. So here's what we know so far from police and the new search warrant. Bullard told investigators this all started at a nearby park when he got into a dispute with kids. It later spilled over onto his front porch with several people. Now, Bullard admitted to police he did have a gun. The search warrant shows a witness told investigators he and 6 other men went to Bullard's to talk about the confrontation. Bullard made a move like he was going to pull a gun from his waistband, and that's when the witness says someone pepper sprayed Bullard and he started shooting. Now, Bullard had said that he was being hit and kicked after he was pepper sprayed. Today, one neighbor said her son stayed home from school. They are both still shaken up.
I don't know, still kind of scared. Curious what's going to happen, but definitely scared. I don't want my kids coming back to the park. They played there, so yeah.
Bullard now faces assault charges, and the search warrant shows investigators are also looking into this as a murder. Now, Bullard was in court this afternoon, but that hearing was continued because he was only booked into Spokane County Jail a little after 5 this morning. He is expected to make his first court appearance tomorrow. In Airway Heights, Shannon Mowdy, KREM 2 News.
Also tonight, a mom is mourning the loss of her 3-year-old son. According to Spokane police, that suspect in the toddler's death is currently in Las Vegas. KREM 2's chief journalist Amanda Rowley spent the day looking through court documents in this case to help us understand what investigators say happened to that little boy. Amanda.
Tonight, Spokane major crimes detectives continue investigating the death of a 3-year-old that happened just last week. Right now, they are waiting for the suspect to get extradited back here to Spokane from Las Vegas, which is where he was arrested just 4 days ago. Spokane County court documents say John Jones, the boyfriend of the toddler's mother, will be charged with second-degree murder. Court documents say on Wednesday, Spokane Fire received a report of a child not breathing. When crews arrived at the Northeast Spokane home, medics found the 3-year-old boy dead. The child's mother told police earlier that day Jones was alone with her 2 children for about 2 hours while she shopped. He left after the family returned home. While he was gone, the mother noticed the 3-year-old was cold to the touch and called for help. Jones never returned, but he repeatedly called and texted the mother while investigators were at the home. At one point, the mother put him on speakerphone, and officers heard Jones say, "I'm gone, I'm gone." Court documents say the medical examiner noted multiple bruises all over the toddler, including broken ribs. The ME described the injuries as similar to trauma from a serious vehicle collision or from falling 2 to 3 stories. However, investigators found no damage to the car, and the other child showed no signs of injuries. In a search for the mother's vehicle, Las Vegas police located it the day after the child's death. In a traffic stop, officers identified Jones as the driver. That's when they took him into custody. Jones does have a criminal history. Washington's Department of Corrections confirms he served a 1.5 years in community custody in 2010 for robbery charges. He later served nearly 11 years in prison, starting in 2014 for robbery and assault charges. Now, I did get to meet the boy's mother today. I met her this afternoon, understandably so. She is still mourning the loss of her son, but not yet ready to speak publicly. She did tell me, though, they are making arrangements for her son's funeral. Reporting from the Spokane Public Safety Building, Amanda Roldy, KREM 2 News.
Amanda, thank you. And now to an update on the death of a Spirit Lake woman back in November. The Kootenai County coroner released its report regarding her death, ruling that it was in fact a homicide. S.A. Floyd was found dead in her apartment last November after a police officer fired a weapon. Since her death, law enforcement has remained very tight-lipped about what led up to and followed that shooting. But the coroner's report is shedding some light on that. The Kootenai County Sheriff's Office, which continues to have information about that, they investigated the incident, saying the shooting happened at 6:31. The report lists her time of death as 6:35. According to the Sheriff's Office, the investigation that was released last December, 2 Spirit Lake officers were called to the home for an apparent mental health crisis, but later didn't specify what the caller had reported or what they were responding to. The Sheriff's Office says when police got there, they met the caller, who opened the door to allow police inside. Deputies say the officers announced their presence before they say a shooting happened. Deputies then said the officers left the home to obtain a search warrant, and when they re-entered, they found the woman dead with a firearm near her body. The Sheriff's Office has not officially said whether Floyd was shot and killed by a Spirit Lake police officer. We did reach out to the Sheriff's Office for confirmation, but have not yet received a response. And shifting gears now, taking a quick look at headlines to talk weather. Rain continuing to dump across the region, specifically more to our south, but we're still getting it here too. So let's get to Chief Meteorologist Jeremy Legoo.
Well, when it comes to our overall weather pattern, the rain is just kind of the way it is now. We're not really going to get rid of much of it in the days to come, and it's still coming down right now. So far today, just shy of 1/10 of an inch of rain. I think we will close out at around 1/10 by the time it comes to an end. So not all that bad. It's kept our temps pretty mild as well. So really, it's just kind of the pattern. Mild temps and rain down low. A little bit of snow continues to fall up high. Might squeeze a couple of inches out of it at some of the mountains, and that seems to be about the extent of it. Our little wave moves through here, and by the time I think we hit about the 8 o'clock hour, it starts to move out. Then fog forms. Yeah, we likely wake up to another round of fog early tomorrow morning and a couple of stray showers. But what's also likely is that we get rid of a little. I think we do. I think we have the chance of seeing a little sunshine tomorrow afternoon, even if it's just a little. So know that when I put the sunshine icon on the 7-day or 3-day, the next few days, it doesn't mean, yeah, you're going to see sun. It means we have a chance of seeing sun. We have to look at it different this week just because of how, well, I would say prevalent these showers will be in the coming days. But really, there's not much moisture, just enough to keep things kind of gray.
Kind of gray. All right, Jeremy, thank you.